Morning, guys. Rick Shaw here on the 7th of June, 2023. We got a glorious morning. We had a heck of a rain yesterday, with the front awning and the roof. You couldn't even hear in the house. It was ridiculous. So make sure if you put any kind of these steel roofs on or awnings like I got that you get some insulation to deaden that sound. It's just ridiculous. Even some like fiberboard or that quilted aluminum stuff would probably really help with the echo. But you got to remember, these houses are just loud because they're concrete walls, and the sound is just contained. It's loud. But we got some good news. The embassy said our thing was released and it was in the hands of the shipper. They named a shipper that it was in the hands of, and they just did, over the last few days, shit-canned those shippers, and it's going through LBC, which I was never a big fan of them. If I get items shipped, I specifically say don't give it to LBC. They're crap. But they're shipping it to LBC, and I got a tracking number. It's up around Pasig right now. They handed it over. It took them a whole day, an entire day to go from the embassy to Pasig, which is right around the corner. I could walk it faster than they shipped it. And then it's supposed to go out sometime today or tomorrow to head down this way. So we'll be picking that thing up hopefully before the end of the week. But with LBC having it, it could be December. Morning. Like I say, I was never a fan of them. I actually, if a company says they're going to use them, I cancel the order. That's the experience I've had with them people. They're just horrible. So, but I wanted to talk too something about this Dylan McVulva crap that was going on with Anheuser-Busch. Well, when this first happened, I said that they had to take one for the team. They did this on purpose, okay? So I went ahead and I said it. I said, yeah, they were forced into this, and they were forced into taking these sick people by a little percentage. Well, now the news is coming out that that's exactly what happened. These Vanguard, BlackRock, and these big groups, they're holding up their money. They're threatening them and making them do this. They're doing it to Target. Now Target's getting sued by its shareholders, class action suit, because they lost $50 billion. And it happens just like that. People aren't going. They're voting with their wallet. You can't do this to people. And the news is not saying anything about it. I got some stuff from some people where there were big events going on in California where the parents were just freaking out. And the guy, he was showing these big meetings. There's police all over the place. No news crews. Nobody. It's citizen journalists. It has to be, guys. Get out there and let people know. So this is just the biggest pile of crap. But if you look at that VP of marketing for Anheuser-Busch, you guys need to take a real close look at a lot of these people. That's a dude. It's got all the markers for dudism. That's not that is not a chick. I don't care what anyone says. That's a dude. And then you look at that one that interviewed Trump on CNN. That's a dude. You guys got to start looking. When you start seeing them long arms and them long hands and the straight clavicle, wide shoulders, they always try to hide it with big hair. And you got these big jaws with a big mouth, square in the back here, brow hood. Those are dudes. And I'm getting to where I'm really good at spotting them. I'm getting just really good at it. And there's a lot of them, And they give really good names like Sandra Bullock. And also that Tina Turner, that was one, her original name was Bullock too. It's just, they're pushing this stuff right in your face, and it's a small percentage of the people. That's why I say Satan's running the show. He's the prince of this world, and he's running the show. Come here, car coming. Come on. Come by me. Here, let's go. Come on. We got a car coming. Come on up here. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. That a good boy. So they're just cramming this down our throats. To me, it's just absolutely ridiculous. But people are raising up on this. They're just, enough's enough. You're going after the kids now. And these folks that are pushing this kind of agenda, this can't continue. Why would some dude want to dress like a chick and twerk? They got videos of it on YouTube. I put up something of my kids riding a tricycle and they say pornography and they take it down. But on YouTube it's covered with these men spreading their butt cheeks in front of 6- and 7-year-olds. Guys, when are people going to say no? When is too far too far? This is what gets me. When is it just going to say, hey, look back in when they did the U.S. Revolution. It was because of tax, and the people said that was enough. Well, now we're taxed to death. I read an article a long time ago that any country goes over 50% in taxes, it's not long before it fails. Ooh, look at this big guy. Look at him. Wow, he's a colorful one. Don't mess with him. But people don't realize that you're paying well over 50%. And I had fellas tell me, you're full of crap. When I was in California my last 2 years, I kept my record of every tax I paid and every slip I got from work with bonuses and everything, and I paid well over 50%, guys. People say, oh, no, you didn't. Income tax ain't that high. Well, you got income tax, state tax, property tax, tax on your gas, tax on most everything you buy, tax on your utilities. You've got these taxes coming out the wazoo. You can't do anything. You drive down the road, they give you a tax for going too fast, a victimless crime, but they don't get one. These guys don't get a tax when they're driving down the road at 90 miles an hour to catch people. They don't get any kind of fines for that. So they're supposed to follow the law just like everyone else, and they don't. So they tax you. That's all it is. It's a road tax. But you pay tax on your tires. So much crap you get. And I added all that up. I had a really good accountant that was taking care of my business, and it was way over 50%. I think the one year it was 52, and the last year it was 58%. So why should the government be my partner? And here's the thing too, this is one thing I've always fought for, and they'll screw you. They'll send their brown shirts and they'll get their bean counters, just screw you to the wall and hold your money up forever. But why do they consider work profit? See, if you buy something, or stock or anything and make money, okay, that's a profit. You didn't really do much for that. But the thing that gets me is when you work, that's not profit. You haven't made not one penny of profit. You get out there, you give somebody something, and they say, okay, it's worth this much to me, I'm going to pay you that. Okay. How is that profit? You physically spent your time. But yet they tax you on your gas. You can't write off your car. I tried to write off my car. They no, I'm going to work in it. No, can't do that. Why not? You just can't. I mean, who makes up these rules? I'm telling you, tar and feathering needs to come back in fashion. They need to run these people out of town on a rail, all tarred and feathered, and make sure it's stuck real good to their faces. I mean, I'm not kidding you. This is absolutely ridiculous how far things have gone and how people have changed. They've gotten soft. They sit there and they watch their stupid football games. They all go to the bar, get drunk every day, and they just let all this shit happen, guys. Everything's just keep going down. Now, when they're going after our children, everybody, I don't care if you got kids or not, should be up in arms over this one. They should be after it. And there's people getting pissed off now, but it should be, everybody should be in the streets on this one, guys, saying just no way. You can't come after the children. When's it going to be enough? When's it going to be enough? Your children, your most precious gift from God that you could get, and they're doing nothing. And if you don't want to get out and protest or anything. Just take your kids out of school, homeschool them, private school them. These companies that are forced into this crap, they're losing money, but you get a private firm like the schools, like when we had our kids in school here, they teach what you want them to teach. You can go talk to them because they want that business. They're not gonna just say, we got to do it this way. The public schools do. You know, personally myself, when I get back to America, if I see any one of those flags, I'm not going there. You know, if they push that kind of stuff, you can forget it. I'm not going in there. Hey, I'm voting. Hey, morning. But they're not going to get a dime of my money. They're just not, because I don't want to subsidize these folks. That's their business. Personally, I don't give a damn what you do in your bedroom. I really don't. It's none of my business. Close the doors. Nobody has to know. But they're in your face. I don't want them in my face. It's disgusting to me. You know, and I'm not allowed to have that opinion. They can scream in my face all they want. But as soon as you say something about them, you're going to jail, because they got laws to protect them now. You know, this is a bridge too far. We got to make a new movie. You know, it's just a little bit too far the way they're going. And it was just, we just want gay marriage. No, once they get there, it's like the camel with his nose under the tent. He's coming. You give them an inch, they're going to take a mile or more. You know, they just keep coming, and they're not going to stop. So until folks wake up, you know, and a lot of people are sleeping. I'm serious. I still get people saying, you're on a crap. You know, I had a guy on here about 9/11. If you can't see that was a controlled demolition, I can't help you. I just can't. You've covered your eyes with some rose-colored glasses, and you just can't get it through your head that our own government would do something like that. And the crap they pulled, you know, how the plane, the day it was happening, we're going, CGI. And it wasn't even good CGI. How aluminum can cut through 3-inch thick steel, and then the buildings can come down at free fall speed, and building number 7 went down because one of the columns failed. Well, wouldn't it fall down from that point and not the whole building? No, it fell at free fall speed. That thing was taken down, guys. It was taken down. So, and if you don't want to believe that and call me a nut, I can't help you guys. There's just no way I can help you. You have to wake up yourself. You know, I can't wake everyone up. And people, no matter who talks to them, they're just not going to believe it. They're not going to get into this stuff and buy it. So, just got to remember, pray for everybody. You're even supposed to pray for your enemies. Thank the good Lord for every breath you get. We're glad to see that old Ronald's out of the hospital, and everybody seems to be doing good. I haven't heard from Gary yet. He's not seeing too good to be typing or calling, so we'll see if he gives me a holler. I'll let you know how he's doing, but everybody seems to be doing good. I talked to some of my family, let them know that the visa's on its way. I feel a lot better now that the visa is in shipment. And then as soon as it's in my hot little hands, then everything's a go. I'm gonna buy the boat, get the hotel. We're gonna have the tickets and all that kind of stuff. And we're planning on leaving mid-July. Let the kids get out of school, and we should be good. And we're gonna do at least a month, at least 1 month. If there's private school when we come, those start later. They actually start a little bit later because they don't take the days off like the school. Look at here, the school, they have a typhoon that was non-existent, and they close everything. It's just ridiculous. You know, better safe than sorry is what they say, but you know, if there's a bomb threat in New York City, you're going to close down Manila? That's just the mentality here, guys. That's what happens. They're so scared of everything. But here you can get terrible mudslides, and just when there's flooding and stuff, people get killed like crazy. Storm surges. A lot of these towns in this country are right on the water line. We were in Manila. You're right at sea level. When that water comes in and there's a storm surge, everything's getting flooded out. That H2O hotel I was in, you're standing on the concrete, and this much below you is the ocean. So, you know, in Davao City, when I was down there, every time it rained, it flooded there. And I don't mean it flooded, you know, a couple inches of water standing. No, it was up to your knees. You were trudging through water up to your knees. And then I carried a stick because I didn't want to fall down, because there's so much crap that you don't even know what's under there. Stuff moves around in this when the water surges in, garbage. And one of the fellows from work stepped on a 2x4 that had a big nail in it. It went right through his shoe, right up in through his foot. So, but that's how it is in a lot of places here. So don't forget to pray for each other. And there's our little puppy that fell down out of the tricycle. Got his head all beat up. There's my other one. Momo, what can you say?
Good time!
Thank you, buddy. We'll see you guys.